I'm gonna turn it over to Tanner, and he'll talk about the online community engagement, and then Shelly, our theory of change. Okay.
Thanks, Jim. Well, for everybody there's a lot of people here who are new to me. We had the great opportunity of being together as a community in Boston in
Man, these
May.
motherfuckers, bro.
And we're able to show everybody who was in Boston Circle, our online community. I'm gonna have to keep admitting people as I'm talking, so I might we'll do the best we can here. What I wanted to do today is just take a few minutes and show you. Are you seeing my screen? Give me a thumbs up if you're seeing my screen.
Yep.
Okay, so this is the Circle community. I wanted to give an update. We've done a lot of work in here, and especially because we have some new people on board, I want you to see the value that we've created into this community. This is through a platform called Circle. You can access it through your browser. It's act-now.circle.so, or you can get it through the app. If you have any trouble getting on Circle, please message me in the chat, and I will help you while we're here today. And I'll do that as soon as I'm finished. Oh, let's make sure we're admitting everybody. What I wanted to do is just show you a brief overview of how this is laid out and the value that it can bring to you. So over here on the left side, you can see sort of the menu that shows the options where you can look inside of Circle. Right now I'm viewing this as Aisha. So we can see what it would look like for you, anybody who's here. There's this new member center, start here. I want to invite everybody, if you wouldn't mind just opening up Circle while we're talking today. I think it'd be just to make sure that you can get in here. And if you'll go to this start here, new member center, again, if you can't find that or if you're having any trouble, just shoot me a message in the chat and I will help you individually after I finish kind of giving this overview. In this start here section, there's just a couple things that might help you get oriented if you're new to our online community. The reason we have this community is every single group that's connected with Act Now is working on their own project in their own area. And in a lot of ways, we overlap and have similarities. And in a lot of ways, there are things that we're doing that are different. And that's one of the values, one of the significant amount of value that you get in being part of the Act Now community is learning from others who have maybe paved the path a little bit in a way that you maybe haven't. And there are several ways that we're collecting that information to share. I wanted to show you, so in the community center here, there's this open discussion. This is a place where you can ask your questions, where we can start kind of some dialogue and try and open the door for us to connect with other sites. This is kind of where that happens between the webinars that we hold and then through this online community. This is where it happens. Here, if we click on monthly webinars, you'll see right now we've got this webinar happening, and then here's our next one. We'll try to always have one or two on here, and you can click these RSVP buttons and it will give you a button where you can add it to your calendar. I mean, assuming since you're here, you know how this works. But for those that are going to watch this recording, this is where you can access the information about the upcoming webinars. We also have created this toolkit. Shelly and I have been working on this. A lot of you have had a chance to go through this theory of change course. Looks like Aisha, who I'm viewing this as hers, has not had a chance to dive in here yet. But these are courses. Right now, it's the theory of change course that we're looking at, but we're working on other courses that will help guide you through the process of some of the various things that we do with Act Now. There's also inside this toolkit a section where you can see the recordings from the webinars. And you can go back and view those. They'll all be right there within about a week after we do these webinars. And then we also have this resource library here, which I'm going to have Shelly chat about in just a second, that we are building out right now that has resources that you can access that may help you specific to a topic. But before I have Shelly dive into that, I wanted to show you in this Start Here section, we've got this new thing that we're releasing. We feel really strongly as an Act Now team that the success of this online community is totally dependent on how active we are in using it, both for the staff, for the site coordinators, and for everybody within your site. So if you're a site coordinator listening to this and there are people on your team who are not in Circle, there's a lot of value that can come by getting them here inside of Circle. If you need help with how to get them here, please reach out to me. I can help you with that. We click on this Earn Badges. This is a new initiative that we're starting where the platform actually has a leaderboard that keeps track of how many times you have posted something, how many times you've commented, and then how many times somebody has liked one of your comments or posts. Okay. We can actually view the leaderboard right here. And let's go ahead and, oh, look at, hey, I'm the leader because I'm the one that develops it. So don't read too much into that. But you can see who's posting, and these points are based on how many posts, how many comments you make, and then how many times people like your posts. And so what we've done, oh, let's let everybody in the waiting room here. One moment, please. Okay, so what we've done here is we've created badges that will go next to your name inside of Circle as you provide value in our community. So we've created this new member challenge, and when you complete this new member challenge, you get this newcomer badge, which people will recognize. They'll see it next to your name whenever you comment or make a post, and that will help us recognize, hey, this is somebody new. As Jim mentioned earlier, we're on the verge of adding potentially 25 or so new sites from New York, and we predict that this will continue to grow. We'll continue to add new sites. And so this community will become a place where we will have community organizers from all over the United States who have expertise in one or more areas that are here in this community. And we want to connect each of you with each other. So this is one of the ways that we're going to kind of keep track of that. So as you collect these points from posting and commenting, when you hit 25 points, we'll give you this Explorer badge. And when you hit 75 points, you get this Contributor badge and a $25 Walmart gift card to celebrate both Walmart, our funder, and the success as we grow out our community. So what I'd like to do today is invite everybody to earn this newcomer badge today. If you're here in the webinar, there's 3 things that need to happen in a new member challenge, one of which is being at a webinar, RSVPing and coming to a webinar. So you're all here. That means you've already done one of the 3. The other 2 are to complete your profile with a photo, a headline, and a bio, which will take you less than a minute. And then second is to introduce yourself in the open discussion. So I'm going to click that and show you what this looks like. In the open discussion in the community center, if you click start a post, oh, it's not gonna let me do it because I'm not Aisha and I'm viewing it as her. But if you click start a post, it will give you the opportunity to write a little post, a few sentences about who you are, why you're here, why you're part of the Act Now, and maybe some of the expertise that you have. And then it will give you the option to tag. You're going to tag it and say introduce yourself, right? So right now there are no posts connected to introduce yourself. If each of you would please take the time, just 1 minute or so, to fill out a post to introduce yourself. I want to make sure everybody knows how this works, because again, the value of this community is totally dependent on us actively using it. So I would invite everybody to do that. You'll also notice in here, and you're probably getting emails or notifications on your phone if you're inside of Circle. Pauline has been posting these resources on a regular basis. There is some really good stuff that comes through here. And I'd like to encourage everybody to do their best to be inside of Circle on a weekly basis if possible, either consuming some of the content or sharing some thoughts or opening up questions. And this resource library is also new. Shelly, do you want to take a minute and share your thoughts about
Sure.
this resource library?
Absolutely. So we've begun pulling together some of the best resources that we have in each one of those. Tanner, maybe you could go down to the youth deflection one. So the Act Now. So you can see we have articles, we have resources that have been really instrumental in helping us to form Act Now and We're also going to be drawing resources for those of you who are working on your theory of change, which is so much fun and I'm really enjoying, and have been including your resources there. We'll be pulling from that to add to this library. The goal here is to have really one place where you can dive in as deep as you need to, as you like, to learn best practices and to share best practices. If you have resources that you would recommend, including, we invite them, and I'll ask you to just shoot them over to me. I'll just stick my email in the chat, and we will include them here. So thank you for everyone who's already contributed. We'll keep building this library so that it's really useful for our community.
Awesome.
And
Thank you,
a little plug for theory of change also. So many of you have already consulted with me on and put your first draft together. Thank you. I'm really encouraged and really excited. Every one of those conversations is just sort of soul nourishing for me. So I really enjoy that. And I'm also so impressed. So keep it up. Our next webinar, we will be sharing our theory of each site will be sharing their theory of change. So take a look at the timeline. We'll keep sending out little reminder notices. There's a few more sites I'll want to have a little conversation with so that we can get you what you need in order to be ready for that presentation. So thanks everyone who's been participating, and we're really excited about how that's coming along. Jim, I don't know if you had anything else you wanted to say about theory of change.
No, just it's important to get that done. It's part of our reporting to our funders, what each of the sites is doing, and it helps guide us in our planning and also their funding. So your help will be, and participation would be really important. Thanks, Shay.
That's it from me, Jim.